Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to get started here with our wonderful story, Zacchaeus from the Archbook series, our favorite series. I already see Zacchaeus here up on the tree because he really wanted to see Jesus. Jesus is going to come to his city, and he wanted to be there and see him. So he was shorter, but that didn't stop him. He knew how to climb, and up he climbed up this tree to see Jesus. He's so excited. Let's read more about him. Some of us may know this story already, but let us review how wonderful this all worked out, because God has made it so that he is able to show up when one needs him, and they're able to be able to just spend time together, and also help one in need here. And let us be reminded that there are people out there that just need here to understand God's care, God's comfort, and God's understanding. Let's get started with Zacchaeus. And this is taken from Luke 19, 1-10. Our children's version is written by Loyal A. Colbrake. Illustrations by James Needham. And here we see Jesus reaching out to Zacchaeus. Here we go. Zacchaeus gathered taxes from people low and high. The way he lived, he seemed to be a very wealthy guy. That's what we've got here. And he wasn't very nice, you see. He was also very short. Zacchaeus had no friends at all. They didn't like his sort. So they didn't like just how he was selfish, his mischievousness, just him not caring about other people's feelings. Suddenly a shout went up, "The Lord is coming near," and people ran to line the road, pushing to see and hear. Zacchaeus saw the crowd and said, "I wish that I were tall. I'm much too small for this big crowd. I cannot see at all." So he was also one of those people who was pulled here by Jesus, wanting to be close to him, wanting to understand him more, just wanting with all his might. Zacchaeus ran ahead and saw a tall sycamore tree. He said, "I'll find a sturdy branch to climb so I can see." So he climbed the sycamore tree and watched the dusty trail. He waited for the Lord to pass. He'd see him without fail. So he knows, he's happy, he's having faith. It'll work out. The Lord looked up into the tree, and people heard him say, "Zacchaeus, you come down here. I'll visit you today." The crowd began to grumble. Should Jesus eat with him? Zacchaeus lies and cheats us. His life is full of sin. He steals a certain portion of taxes that we pay. His purse is overflowing. He gets richer every day. So they're seeing here that he is just having so many good things happening already. Why would Jesus want to go to this greedy man? It seemed, right? And that could be the case, but it just seems like he's just never going to change. Yet Jesus sees him and acknowledges him and talks to him, wanting to spend some time with him. And it says here, they didn't think the master should visit in his home. They thought it would be better to leave this crook alone. Zacchaeus was quite flustered at what the people said. And as he walked with Jesus, he simply bowed his head because he kept hearing, people talking down on him feeling maybe bad about just what he's doing. He's starting to feel guilt. He's starting to feel like he's different because of his height, but also different because people just didn't give him that kindness or that care, just in a human, just feeling, wanting to be treated nicely. That with that standard, he was not getting that. He was not getting people to give him a chance, to give him grace, to give him some encouragement. But yet Jesus stepped in, and he did, and he made him feel better, made him be on the spotlight here among all the people there, give him that special care and attention, and even just wanting to really spend time with him, be really good friends with him. And this made Zacchaeus feel so good, and just feel better about himself, feel better about life. At home, he turned to Jesus and said, I want to share half of my possessions with those who need some care. And if I've cheated anyone, I'll pay him 4 times more. People here will see I've changed from what I was before. After talking to Jesus, this is what he says. He's seeing things for what they are, the way things should be, what's right, what's wrong, what Jesus would want, what it would be ultimately the right thing to do. Jesus letting him see that through his example, his care, his love, but also talking to him, reasoning with him, and him seeing too from his own experience thus far that it's just, it doesn't work out when you cheat people, when you lie to people, when you are selfish. And so he does want to change, and he completely does change with Jesus' help. The Lord was pleased with what he heard. This tax collector said, God's free salvation has come to you today. So the Lord was pleased with what he heard. And so and this tax collector said, God's free salvation has come to you today, Jesus said to him, because he was talking to Jesus and saying these things that he wanted to give back. He wanted to actually make up for what he has done, which is very greedy. Jesus came to seek the lost, to set the sinner free. He died and rose for each of us and says, come, follow me. Whatever you have done in the past, let it go. Let God create the new path ahead of you. Every step of the way, he will help you become better and better in your own personalized walk with him. He will help you. He's there for, and he wants to be there for you cheerfully, wanting to help, wanting people to see with spiritual eyes what they really need and want. And he sees that Zacchaeus is open to that, and he is so happy that he is getting what's best for him. He's getting here the best gift one can have, no matter what kind of past one has. He got what everybody should get in life, and that is a relationship here with Jesus Christ, who can help you, change you, and guide you. This is what we need, not money, not wealth, not power.